What's up, guys? It's your boy Snipe Huncho, and you are now entering the Trading Lab. Make sure you smash that subscribe button and join the squad because it's very much appreciated over here. Alright, guys, so it's been long awaited, right? An update, right? First of all, a life update, guys. I haven't posted in about 3 weeks, right? No excuses, just really haven't been feeling 100%, right? So the last thing on my mind was picking up a camera and recording myself. Alright, so yeah, wasn't really anything of like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. It was just more of me just wanting to get back to myself and getting back to feeling good. So here we are with the very first video in 3 weeks. So guys, a few things has happened over these few weeks. The main thing that's most relevant to this channel would be the verification count for the Ftmo. Alright, so as you guys know, about a month and a half ago I passed the Ftmo 100K challenge, and I started trading the actual verification account. Right, so since then, guys, I've actually taken major drawdown, I think 2 times on the verification, and the second time I took it did not really end that great. I actually hit the account stop loss, right? So no biggie, you know, always something to learn. Here's what the account looks like right now. Let's let it focus. All right, there we go, right there. So 92K, as you can see, I'm still trading with it. The account stop loss is if it hits 90K, which it did. It hit like 89,999, like literally 90K. So I'm still trading with it because, guys, you got to understand this. The only reason I'm still trading with it is because I don't trade for the money. Okay, you got to think about it. You don't want to trade for the money. You want to trade for the experience. Okay, I trade for the experience, and you got to realize this also. Money is just a product. It's the product of the experience. If you don't experience, you will never get that product, right? But if you just choose to trade for the experience, that product is inevitable. It's inevitable, okay? The only reason why I'm really not tripping is because Ftmo can't take away my ability to trade, and they cannot take away the fact that I passed the 100K challenge. Alright, so with all that being said, guys, this is just a walk in the park, guys. I really just wanted to get back to myself as trading. I kind of felt like I was trading out of not wanting to actually hit the account stop loss. Like I was trying to defend myself, and it really was taking me out of my trading character. So once I hit the account stop loss, I really picked up the charts again, and then I played some trades Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday as fully as I would if I was trading with my actual 100K account. And as you can see, it went pretty well. There we go. So we closed out the week a little bit under a 3% gain, right? We 2.9%. So yeah, I can bring this back to 100K. I'm probably going to keep trading it anyways. I'm going to take the other 100K account challenge because this is far from over. I'm gonna need all 300K from them, guys. So I'm going to take the challenge again. I'm really just hesitant on actually taking it now because trading conditions aren't going to get better. They're actually going to get worse before they get better, just because of the fact that we have major holidays coming up. So I'm really just stuck in between of, should I just do it now and try to get them before Christmas, or should I take the more the more wiser route, right, and actually doing it in January, when we got the fresh quarter upon us and everything. And I'm kind of leaning toward waiting till January to actually take it. And until then, I'm just trading my own and maybe just fund an account and just keep my my income coming in. So yeah, with that being said, guys, that's literally the biggest thing that happened over the past 3 weeks was this verification account. So now, guys, with that being said, we have some good news that I'm actually going to take this 100K account again, and this time I'm going to record every single trade that I take. You're going to see me taking them live, right? Not like live, but I'm going to record them as I'm taking it, as I'm placing it. My stop loss placement. What is my thoughts coming into the trade, coming into the market that day, right? I'm going to literally be you're going to be there from point A to point B, all right, point A to point B, whatever the case may be, guys. And you're going to be able to, see the whole entire journey when I pass this thing this time and actually pass the verification account this time. Yeah, you're going to see it. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button and hit the like button to join the squad. All right, with that being said, guys, I actually do want to break down these past 3 trades, because I did get a request to actually start doing weekly recaps over my trades that I took. So I'm going to do a quick little recap over these past 3 trades that I took from Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, which all won, by the way. So yeah, here goes that. I'm going to see you guys at the charts. Peace. All right, guys. So if you're looking at the screen right now, I basically have the 3 trades that I took within the past 3 days, being Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday morning, which is this right here. So we're going to go ahead and break down the first trade that I actually took. Here is the very first trade that I took, full on 1% risk. Okay. I had a 20 pip stop loss, right? So if I want to actually profit, I want to get at least 2 times my risk. All right. So I got a 40 pip take profit. All right, so my thoughts behind this trade was honestly, look, check this out. We are in an uptrend, a major uptrend on Euro USD. Why would we ever go against a trend? Okay, it would not be wise to. All right, ever. So all I had to do was basically just look to the left to get my directional bias. All right, we're in an uptrend, so most likely my bias is going to be to the upside. So if I just zoom into Wednesday, right? Once Tuesday closed very, very high, and then Wednesday opened up with a range here, a small range. I could drop down to the 15-minute real quick. All right, so it opened up in a small range. Okay, so once the small range was created, what happened? You got a slight move up. All right, and then at this point, if you go to a higher time frame, you'll see that it actually started forming a falling wedge right here, right? So my thoughts behind this was I was going to actually look to the last area that the market had basically chopped before continuing, right? And that would be in this area here. Okay, anywhere where the market literally reacts to, you see how it literally started wicking this area. So you could say that that was a form of resistance, right? I just drew it in a zone to get a more accurate reading. I rather draw a zone than just put a black line on the thing right here, right? But that's just my preferences. I like zones, so I put a zone here and actually looked for a trigger, an entry trigger off of this zone here. So at the end of this falling wedge, which gave me a directional bias that it would actually continue up. All right. If you don't know that it is a bullish pattern, it's basically just a falling wedge, just a falling triangle. Looks literally something like this. All right. It could be different sizes, different shapes. All right. But in this case, it's the same exact concept. So as soon as it came down into this area, this was around New York session. I remember it was literally 30 minutes before New York session. When New York session came around, it had literally broken out of it. So we had this very, very bullish engulfing candlestick, engulfing this really, really small candlestick here. Or yeah, this really, really small candlestick here. And I really paid attention to the wick. So you can see the wick here. A bullish engulfing or bearish engulfing, if it has a long wick to the opposite side, that is also a strong sign, because you have to figure out what had to happen for this to actually, be a strong sign. The bears had to be winning at one point on this candle, right? But then the bulls fall all the way back to gain to beat the bears out, right? And then to gain their ground, and they actually won that battle on this candlestick. So that was that entry trigger that I was actually looking for. And I went ahead and executed a buy on this very, very next candlestick. And as it started moving up, it really gave me a little bit more confidence about the momentum. So I went ahead and placed a buy, use a 5.0 lot size, risking 1% of 100K, because I'm definitely planning on taking that next 100K account. Stay tuned for that, guys. And yeah, we ultimately hit take profit within like a hour or two, almost 2 hours. All right, so that was, Wednesday in a nutshell. Okay, we had a profit of 2%. And then Thursday rolled around. Okay, and kind of the same exact concept, right? We opened up in a range, slightly in a range, and then as it is getting closer to London session, that range starts to widen, and then it gets to a point where the characteristics of the candlesticks actually change. Like, check this out. You see how these candlesticks are really small. It's really not big at all. But as soon as 3 a.m. rolls around, it's right here. check out how massive those candles are actually moving. Now you got a big wick to the upside. It's a lot of movement. Fat candlesticks, actually closing on that actual upper or lower third of the wick, like as you can see here. So the smart money is actually in the market now. All right, so I look to the left again, right? We're still in this uptrend. I'm not going to change my directional bias. We're in an uptrend. I'm going to look for an entry for the upside, right? So one of the things that I really like to look for is like a shift in momentum. You can tell that the bears had shifted the momentum down here, and the bull shifting momentum actually happened like right here, right? You had this really, really big bullish candlestick, right? Really, really strong bullish candlestick. Well, not extremely strong, but it's a pretty strong bullish candlestick, right? And then you followed up by a weak, okay, I say pretty strong bearish, but not strong enough. If I was going to take this lower, I would possibly want to see another bearish candlestick right after this close below the low of this candlestick, right? But that did not happen. You got the bears for a little bit, and then you got the bulls actually breaking back above this resistance that it actually respected first, right? And then also, if you look to the left, we had solidified support from earlier that day, right? Earlier in the day, okay? And that is right there. All right, so we actually had an entry confirmation here. Once we had this shift in momentum, and then I saw this bullish candlestick really start breaking the high of this candle, I went ahead and placed the buy there. 20 pip stop loss, I would rather my stop loss be below these lows. So 20 pip stop loss. 40 pip take profit. Went ahead and smack take profit within the next 1 to almost 2 hours on Thursday as well. On Thursday as well, guys. So that was Thursday in a nutshell. And then going ahead into a Friday's trading day, we literally had the same exact thing happen again. The market opened up in a range, right? And in this case, it actually started moving out of that range earlier in that day. I really was not around the markets around this time. I was still asleep. But around 3 a.m. up here, we had our high of the day created, and it started taking down toward the low of the day. So I don't know if you guys actually know this, but guys, once the high of the day is created and it's an obvious high of the day, what can you actually be expecting? The next thing you can expect it to create the low of the day next. So my directional bias did change to a short at this moment in time. This is the master pattern. Anytime I see the master pattern, if I don't see the master pattern, I'm going with the trend. If I see the master pattern, I'm going to play that master pattern. Okay. If you don't know the master pattern, guys, you can go ahead and click the link in the description. Join my Discord. I'll talk about the master pattern in a few videos there. But guys, so in this master pattern, we have the high of the day created. You can expect the low of the day to be created after that. So when I came to the market around, I think it was New York session. Yeah. So yeah, it was a little. So 10 o'clock. It was around 10 o'clock. I think I placed a trade. My directional bias tipped to the downside. Okay, so I ended up placing a sell down here once it started breaking back below this point of control, right, which is basically the center of this range projecting to the future. That's all the market did was revolve around this here. Boom. Okay. This line here. Let me change the color so you guys can see it. That red line. That's all the market does with the master pattern is revolve around that red line. Okay, that's the tipping point of belief. This is where their beliefs are going to get shifted. Okay, you got buyers buying in because they follow the market. All right, you have this major uptrend over here, right? So they follow the market. You got a whole bunch of buyers coming in. What is the smart money going to do? They're going to go opposite of them. So they're going to start selling while those buyers are still buying. They think it's a retest and everything, right? That's why you get all these ugly wicks and everything. So that's just normal. It's just normal noise. It's just the bank's way of doing business. So as you can tell, those buyers, whoever thought it was going to continue up, actually got burned. And also note this, if I'm ever going against a major trend, I don't really go full exposure. I went 0.5%, so I risked 500 on this for hopefully to gain 1,000. Market didn't close. I think it was really getting close to market close, so I ended up pulling out. Not even a really wasn't a lot of profit. It was probably 90 something bucks on there. So yeah, that was Friday in a nutshell. If I did hold to close, I probably would have been stuck in the trade, but I also would have been in nice profit. But I'd rather not hold it over the weekend, especially if you're looking to trade a funded Ftmo account. I think it is actually against the rules to hold trades over the weekend. Okay, so I don't want to get in that habit at all. So I'll just, I already had a nice day or a nice, past 2 days, and almost actually getting 3% gained back uh, at the end of the week. All right, so closing out 3% for the week, almost like 2.9%. So guys, yeah, that was the last 3 trading days. A quick little recap of the trading days, guys. If you have any questions over anything that I just said, you can go ahead and comment. I reply to literally all the comments. And then if you want to get a little bit more deeper into it, you can go ahead, like I said, click the link in the description for the Discord and actually join the Authentic Investments Discord group, where you can also ask a lot of questions there and actually still have access to education, which is it's free. It's literally an open source. All right. At one point I charged for it, not really important, but it's free right now, and it is accessible to you. Just click the link and join the Discord. So yeah, with that being said, guys, I'm off of here, and I'm going to see you guys on the top because the bottom is way too crowded. Peace.